The elephant in the room, of course, is the question on concussions. Concussions are, in fact, an injury. It is a brain trauma.
But that's about as far as the CFL will go. What Commissioner Randy Ambrosie won't say, the long-term impacts of repeated blows to the head are connected to devastating brain disease.
The cause and effect is unclear. It just simply is, and we're going to rely on the science.
You talk about a word, concussion.
And it led to a remarkable interaction. One of the CFL's biggest stars, Nick Lewis, confronting the commissioner mid-news conference.
When will we stop selling safe when we know there's nothing we can do to make the game safer?
Well, Nick, it's a great question.
But not one easily answered. The league is facing a massive lawsuit from former players. Nick Lewis may want the CFL to say football can lead to brain injury, but if it does, the liability could kill the league.
And if they come out and say, yes, football is dangerous, they're liable to past players, and then you risk the getting sued and all these other things. So it's a catch-22. What can they do to really turn the corner without leaving themselves open for lawsuit?
So there have been baby steps. Even at today's practices, full contact is gone, discontinued abruptly this season in the name of safety. Only meters away from practice at the University of Ottawa, they're working to better understand hard hits on the player's brain. But there's no doubt there is a connection.
Is it right to say there is no link?
No, I think that's the science is well established. The fact there is a link between head impacts and trauma and associated neurological disease. Because if you ignore that or turn a blind eye to it, it's not going to get better. And these are not going to go away. It's just going to get worse.
He's inside the 10 and
The NFL has started to acknowledge that, as have some of the biggest names in sports broadcasting.
The reality is that this game destroys people's brains. And not everyone, but a substantial number. It's not a small number, it's a considerable number. It destroys their brains.
And so we asked Randy Ambrosie if he's not worried about the perception of being in denial.
Well, I hope not. I mean, I've said when I took the job 5 months ago that I would pursue the truth. I would read and investigate and educate myself, and I'm doing that.
It's a tough position for the league and for football in general. How do you make a game that is built on heavy contact safer?
Right, and David, a tough position because as you learned, I mean, the league is worried about liability, but we are seeing that play out with the NFL.
Yeah, we certainly are. It's a very different kind of league with a lot more money. And part of the reason that they are reconciling this is because they have settled a $1 billion lawsuit with former players, which meant they had to come to some kind of idea, a reconciliation around the idea of hard hits and brain injury.
Okay, David Common in Ottawa for us. Thanks very much.